Hey guys, so I want to apologize, but the sound went out in this camera that I was using here. But I'm trying to explain that I'm getting ready to do the acceleration test. And under the acceleration test, I won't be going wide open, but I will be mashing the throttle pretty good. And the purpose is to make sure that the vehicle is going to respond well under heavy load without spinning or sputtering or anything like that. So let's hop on. Right here, I'm simply explaining that acceleration went really well. The throttle response was very crisp and smooth. The engine purred like a kitten every step of the way. And I was not trying to go for top speed here, guys. I was just simply making sure that the vehicle would respond well under heavy load. And she did very well. In this section here, guys, I'll be testing suspension out. I'll be going through some rutted areas, various rock formations, some muddy areas, just getting a little off camber, maybe a few tree roots as well. And I'm testing overall the tire traction and the suspension rebound, making sure that, again, none of the bolts are loose or anything in the suspension, making the suspension performs and flexes to do its job accordingly for the machine. So here I'm about to do a hill climb and test the overall acceleration going up the side of the mountain there. And you can't tell by just looking at it here in the video, but that hillside sits at about 40 degrees. And the purpose of this test is to make sure that she's going to pull well again under extreme load. Going up the hill is when you'll actually find out if your throttle's going to work or not, and make sure the tires are going to hook up and pull it all the way up the mountain there. out really well. There was no lapse in the throttle or anything like that I've experienced with some older machines in the past. She did really great. Very pleased with the way that she handled going up the hill there. And now at this point here, I'm going to go ahead and turn the machine around and go right back down that very same hill and test the engine braking on the machine. We're going to be checking to make sure that's holding the machine back. As I'm going down this hill, if you pay attention to my hand there on the handlebar, I am not touching the front brakes at all. You can't see it, but my foot is not on the brake pedal either. I am not using any brakes at all. This is total engine braking holding me back. And I know you can't see just how steep it is on this camera because it looks like flat image to me, but it's actually about a 40-degree hillside. And the machine crawled all the way down at about 2 miles per hour. It fluctuated between 1 and 2 miles per hour, so I was very pleased with it. Alright guys, so for this next test here, we're going to test the four-wheel drive out. And I know you guys don't see a whole lot of this here, but I've seen a lot of bikes get stuck up in here because it does get pretty deep right down in the middle there. So we're going to go ahead and try to go through it four-wheel drive and hope she pulls us all the way through to the other side. As long as the four-wheel drive is working, there shouldn't be any problems. Right here I came to a complete stop right in the middle of the pond in order to test the four-wheel drive better. The purpose was to see that the four-wheel drive would hook up and pull out of this stop. Well guys, I guess that'll do it for our testing for the day. I'm going to save the winching video for a later day. I'm still waiting on my winch recovery kit to come in, because if I'm actually going to do a video on winching, I want to make sure I do it right. I don't want to show you guys any of the bad habits that people pick up that can harm your safety or the ones around you. So we're going to do that video and we're going to do it right, but that'll be a little bit down the road. Thanks again for watching, guys. Now I'm just going to go ahead and hit the trails and have a little bit of fun before I take it back to the house. And if I miss anything, if there's anything else you guys like to see that I may have missed today, let me know in the comments. I'll gladly get back out here and try that out too. Just let me know what you want to see and I'll do the best I can to put it out there for you guys. Thanks again for watching. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. just to recap, guys, we did the acceleration test, which did really well. Again, with the throttle response, throttle was crisp and smooth, power delivery to the ground. She wasn't spitting or sputtering. Engine ran nice and smooth. So fuel delivery is on point. The spark and airflow seems to be on point. So the acceleration test, I give it a thumbs up. She was up to speed in no time. So that did great. Second test, hill climb. She did great. Again, I've been told by other locals that actually had one of those old meters in their side-by-side. They said that hill runs about 40 degrees, 38 to 40 degrees. Which I know, again, I know that's not a steep wall, but it's still a nice incline for testing purposes. She did good under load. She climbed right up it, did just fine. And that was in two-wheel drive, by the way. That was just two-wheel drive, low range. She went right up there with no problems. For descent, engine braking. Engine braking did excellent. She crawled down that same hill at only 2 miles per hour. And some points she dropped down to 1 mile per hour. Big whoop. 1 or 2 miles per hour, as steep as that hill was, I'll take it. She did excellent. Engine braking was perfect on that. Cannot complain at all on that. Four-wheel drive. She went through all the ponds back there, the mud holes. Had her a little deeper than the passenger floorboards there, which I don't typically go much deeper. Again, she's not an XMR. She's not meant for the mud holes. You can see I don't have the snorkels or all that. She's a trail rig. And with the color scheme, you can tell she'll also be used for hunting. But she's a trail rig. And for water that deep, I think she's doing just fine. That is still below the airbox. Airbox is up here. The intake is roughly that high. So height-wise, we did pretty good going in the water. And she pulled right through the water with no problem. That was the four-wheel drive. Braking seems to be good. What little bit I actually do have to use the brakes. And again, winching, I will show a proper winch video at a later day after my winch recovery kit arrives, because I want to show you guys the right way to do it with a tree strap, with the snatch blocks and the D-rings. We're going to do it the right way so that nobody gets hurt, and for safety purposes and legal reasons. You see I do have the light bar and the light whips on. That'll be for another video when it's dark outside, like pitch black, no moon conditions, so I can really show the difference and how well the light bar actually works. But again, thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw, and give me a subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. We just hit 100 subscribers, so I'm really excited about that. And I can't thank you guys enough. This channel would be nothing without you guys. And hopefully we keep the channel growing. Again, if there's anything you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll do my best to bring that content to you guys. Thanks for watching.